Welcome, my viewers. I would like to share some experiences about my life, and I know it can encourage, it can actually spur you up. You can pick one or two. I know some of you have had worse life than mine, but to me, I look at mine and something you can learn. I can learn from you, and you can learn from me. I would like to start by when I started understanding life, and that was 1973 when I was in class 2. My mother passed on 1973 September. That time in class 2 at Kaimo's demonstration, that is Mabati, I was almost coming to the end of class 2, so that in 1974 I would join class 3. After the death of this mama, Esther Shumira, my beloved mother, may God rest her soul in eternal peace. After burial, my sister, my brother, and I were taken to Eldoret, place known as Ndalat. That's where the parents to my late mom were living. So we stayed there, lived with them 1973 to 1975. So if you count 74, 75, those are 2 years and a few months that 1973 had not ended. We never went to school despite of the fact that those children who were there used to go to school. But for us, I would like to talk about me, Charles Shilongosi Oliza. Had to take care of animals. And this reminds me of Moses. So Moses was taking care of animals belonging to the father-in-law, but I was taking care of animals belonging to my grandparents that's my maternal grandparents. Time for initiation came. That was 1975 August. And I remember very well my aunt, who is also late, may God rest her soul in eternal peace, Rhoda Shipendi. She had to come to look for the children of her brother. My father was the last born, and therefore our aunt, the first sister to my dad, came for us. We were taken back home in Kaimosi, Mulundu. Initiation 1975 August. 1976, we decided to go back to school, and I went back to class 1, Jivuye Primary School. By that time, we had Ben Kanira. So 76, Ben Kanira was the head teacher of Jivuye. 77, we went to class 2. I remember when we were in class 2, had a competition in music, and Ben Canada the late, may God rest his soul in eternal peace. We went to stage in Kaimosi, and I remember very well we were singing, Father, without you, who will care for us? Father, without you, who will care for me? Father, who will care for us? Father, who will care for us? Thank you, Father, thank you. Mother, without you, who will cook for us? Mother, without you, who will cook for us? Mother, who will cook for us? Mother, who will cook for us? Thank you, Mother. Thank you. It always reminded me of my late mother who had passed on. But something very interesting I want to tell you was when we were on the stage, when we sang the last part. Thank you, Mother. Thank you. Some of the children slept really on the stage, and some were carried away from stage by the teachers. How wonderful it is. My friend, an innocent child. We were so innocent. That very time, I remember my dad, Aaron Shilongosi, married another stepmother who was actually a venter in Changa. Life became so miserable, so I dropped out in around May, June. I went to stay with my aunt, Rhoda Shipendi. So I left school because life became so hard. This mama never wanted to see us or me. My sister, that 1977, came back home, and by then I had moved from our beloved aunt Rhoda Shipendi and went to Kamulembe to stay with another aunt and Mteizi. My sister Esther Khabere came from Mombasa, where she used to do some little works here and there as a housemaid. She came and she got married to a teacher who was teaching at Jamlongoch Primary School, Samuel Mulunda Chisindai, from Malava, Mabusi, that's Mabusi Sibiria. My aunt asked me to go and see my brother-in-law, so I left Kamulembe early January 1978. That time, the behavior of teachers, the first question when I met my brother-in-law, Samuel Mlunda Luka Chisindai, he asked me whether I was going to school or not, and I told him I used to go to school and I had dropped out. He asked me the next day to go to school in whichever way, in whichever attire I was. So I looked for a kaptula, kinyaza, a pair of shorts and a shirt, and I headed to Jamlongoji Primary School. When I reached there, I thought I would be taken to class 3. But my brother-in-law, Samuel Mlunda Luka, asked me to go back to class 2. I didn't know the reason, but I came to understand that he, being the class teacher, and I had dropped out of school, he wanted to monitor and know and shape me so that I would learn. I would go to school. I would love school. I accepted. So you can count 1973, 1978, class 1, 2, class 1, 2, class 1, 2. 5 years I was in class 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Never despise anyone. God has a plan for you. Whoever is listening to this, God has a plan for you. Never give up. You can inspire someone. Tomorrow can become a day you can celebrate. In class 2, under my brother-in-law, I came to understand. I caught up very fast because I was my age. I was learning with some small children. First time, I was number 1 out of 45. Second term, number 1. I remember term 3 and the rest of my primary and secondary school. There was one girl, and I still look for this girl, who beat me. 1978 term 3. Kama huyu msichana bado ako, mwenye tulisoma na yeye, hata nilisahau jina, class 2, term 3, akawa number 1, mimi nikawa number 2. Tafadhali kama unaweza patikana mahali popote, please. So that tulienda nao shuleni Shilongosi Primary School, 1978 class 2. We were under Samuel Mulunda Luka Chisindai. We used to call him Tumaka. Tumaka in Kabarasi means kimbia. Every time he wanted to see you run, you are called by a teacher, run. Tumaka! Shilongosi! Tumaka! And that shaped me. But I still repeat, wewe msichana mwenye ulikuwa number 1, term 3, Shilongosi, 1978, class 2. Nitafute kama uko mahali. Najua tumezeeka sisi sasa ni wakongwe, but wherever you are, if you still live, please, I would like to shake your hand. Na niko na zawadi yako. So that is about that time. But within that very time, if it was not for God, I wouldn't have gone back to school. I pray and say, God, may you keep my brother-in-law healthy. Despite the fact that my aunt passed on, Rota Shipendi, may her soul rest in eternal peace. She ensured I was back home. My sister Esther Havere Mulunda, may God sustain you. May God keep you. May God keep loving you. Because despite the fact that I follow you, when you got married, I went back to school. I'll be coming back about my life, 1979 to 1983. In primary school, class 3 to class 7, in Mavusi Primary School. Blessed viewers, subscribe, bring questions, ask come into various ways, comment. But there's a lot. Keep watching, follow for episode 2 coming very soon. God bless you. Bye bye.